You either die a hero or live long enough to be the villain is an actual line that Joey Swoll has tweeted out with his apology. And this whole situation is just like beyond pathetic on every single level, and it's obviously nothing to do with me, but it's actually really just pissing me off. And if you don't know the situation, basically Joey Swoll, who's Mr. Positivity, has put up a tribute to Hulk Hogan when he's died, and that tribute being an Instagram post where he's dressed as Hulk Hogan and said a few nice words about him being his childhood hero. And a certain, let's just call them woke mob, has decided to cancel him because, if you didn't know, Hulk Hogan in his personal life maybe wasn't the best guy in the world and got caught saying some really horrible racist shit in a leaked sex tape. And as a result, Joey Swoll has fucking folded like a bag of cards. That's not even the saying, it's a deck of cards he's folded like. And honestly, it's just so infuriating on so many levels. So I'm not even going to get into the fact that we're still trying to cancel people for shit like this. And again, Hulk Hogan, clearly a flawed individual, like we all were, and when he's spoken about him, he literally was speaking about Hulk Hogan, the character, the guy he watched on TV, not Terry Bollea. And I'm not even going to get into that side of things, but I'm talking about him, Joey, who has just like, it's like his first little bit of criticism, because I've always found him to be pretty pandering. Like the first video he did calling people out for not being a dick in the gym and stuff like that was cool, good message. And then we're now several years down the line and it's just the exact same stuff, which is quite funny because he's actually wrote in the first bit of that line, he's wrote, for all the good that I have done and how much I've helped people. First of all, that is such a narcissistic thing to say, because it should be other people saying it about you, not you saying it about yourself, first of all. And again, I would highly doubt how much and how many people you've actually helped, when literally, if you've seen one of your videos, you've seen them all, because it's literally just like, be respectful in the gym. Like, and maybe there's other stuff because I don't watch them, I don't know, but for what I know Joey Swoll for, whenever his videos come up, it's something to that extent, somebody filming in the gym or asking to get on equipment and just shit like that. And it's like, I don't even know what he's apologising for. And it's like he's just pandering because, I don't want to get criticised. It's like he's just bitched out at the end of the day, and he's now actually saying that he's quitting social media because of it. And he deleted the original post, and I think he addressed it on a live stream. And even in his follow-up sort of apology video, he actually apologised because he used coloured person instead of person of colour. Like, that was the words he used. And I'm like, you fucking get a grip of yourself. Like, what are you apologising for all this for? Like, I bet you, because obviously in the context of it being said, it wasn't said in an inflammatory way, and he was just using it to try and describe a black person. Why he didn't just use the word black person, I do not know. But anyway, like, I don't know, maybe I don't know enough black people, but I don't see black people getting offended by that, and it's white people getting offended for them. And it's like, why you even feel the need to apologise for that just because you're coming under a little bit of criticism? It's just an absolute joke, and he's just basically now just taking his ball and going home. And I just find it so ironic that the guy whose whole shtick is to call out and criticise people takes a little bit of criticism himself, and again, he just folds, and he's just calling it a day, or see you later. And it's like just get a grip. And if there's ever a time for you to just keep your mouth shut and just say nice things about someone, it's when they die. And as much as I don't like certain people, and I'm not necessarily a fan of them, if somebody dies, keep your fucking mouth shut. Be respectful, at least until the body's in the ground. And it doesn't mean you have to change your opinion of them, but you know what, I think it's just fucking horrible when people start celebrating deaths and still feel the need to point out somebody's shortcomings. And obviously Hulk Hogan's had a lot of that this week because he got caught saying the racist stuff. A lot of people never forgave him for it. Some people have got over it and can look past that. Some people, which is probably the camp I fall in, is that, you know, I can appreciate what Hulk Hogan, the character, did. Maybe not the biggest fan of Terry, the guy. And at the end of the day, you'll probably find that with all your heroes and celebrities and all that type of thing, that they're all going to have flaws, they're going to do stuff behind closed doors that you don't know about. And when you do find out about certain things, and obviously we're talking about there's a limit here, different if somebody turns out to be a fucking pedo or fucking Adolf Hitler II, you might forgive them, you might be able to just admire their work and not the person behind their work, and some of you, it might just turn you against them, and that's totally cool. But again, we're now going on a separate issue because I still don't think that gives you the right to start hammering other people just because they haven't got the same view as you. But I just can't believe that this big hulking bodybuilder who is supposedly always spreading positivity and stay positive and all this stuff has just like backed down and just been a little bitch. And for what? Like, again, I still don't understand what you're apologising for. And what's quite ironic about the whole thing is that he has said about himself, he said, I hope that some of you can look past this grave mistake that I've made and still remember me for all the positive stuff that I've done. But it's like, that's the exact same logic that you're refusing to apply to Hulk Hogan. Like, I'm pretty sure, unfortunately, and I'm not saying this excuses you being fucking racist, but I'm pretty sure if you take the kind of tick box of Hulk Hogan and all the good things he's done and the bad things he's done, the good probably outweighs the bad. And it's just so weird that you're basically saying that about yourself and not about him. And this is why I think that, and I've always felt that, again, he's just pandering, he's just always just says the most basic, obvious stuff that's never going to get him any hate because quite evidently he can't take it. And that is just the beast when you're on social media. And obviously I experience it on a much smaller scale, and you think you know how you're going to handle it. But it is different when it actually comes through and you see the people that give you the hate comments and argue with you and stuff like that. And again, I'm not saying it like gets to me, but it does feel different than you think it's going to feel. And again, it's like, I just cannot believe that he's just like backed down and folded and just bitched out. And again, if you want to spread positivity and this and that and like just running away with your tail between your legs when the going gets tough, I mean, there's not many things worse that you can do for that if you're trying to be a fucking positive person and help people. And that's what you're trying to encourage by effectively showing it. And it's just mad. And honestly, I just can't really wrap my head around it. And I don't know if this is just his way to try and garner some sympathy and get people back on his side, and I just do not know. But it's just bizarre. And what I probably guarantee is that he's not done on social media. He'll take a break and then he'll come back and again, making a big song and dance about this whole thing that's actually nothing, and people would have forgot about it probably now if he didn't make a big fuss about it, and everything would have just been back to normal. But no, oh, I'm the victim now, everybody's coming harsh on me, I made a little mistake because I didn't do my research. And as he says, do better.